Hey, Toss today, have you tried the new Humble Double Fine bundle?
No, I have not. What is that about?
Oh, well, they've got some pretty cool games now for Linux that's out, and well, I had to make a donation because they've got this game called Brutal Legend that has Ozzy Osbourne, Lita Ford, and
Oh,
all the
oh,
80s.
oh, sounds like a nice Disney game. Cool.
Actually, some of these games in here, like Psychonauts, Costume Quest, and Stackling, these games do look like they're more kid-oriented, but
Ah.
the Brutal Legend, this one, the Brutal Legend really appeals to the kid in me, I guess.
Hmm.
Back in my teenage days. By the way, this is yet another news and nonsense extra. How you doing, Total OS today?
I'm doing great. Let's just keep on. Let's just keep on recording this. Don't stop. We are on a roll.
Oh,
Uh,
yes, on a roll. So, humblebundle.com, you got to go on there. And the nice thing about this, kiddies, for those of you who are running Steam on Linux, you can get keys so that you can unlock these games and install them from within Steam. Wonderful idea. And so now, because I mean, I bought so many Humble Bundles, now I can do
uh-huh.
that review on Steam that everybody has been asking me to do. So, yay, I'm excited about
Okay,
that. So, I'm going to go ahead and get
folks.
all those activated.
You
Yahoo.
heard what Spatry said. He's gonna have to try. He will try the Steam client for Linux the way I did. Now he's going to have to install. I believe he's going to have to install the prop video drivers. So should I start laughing now or after the fact, Spatry?
Actually, I've got a second computer that I can use. So,
Cheater, cheater, you wimp, you pussycat, you.
all right. Well, according to www.everydaylinuxuser.com, they had a poll on which Linux distribution would you save, and the results are in. The number one Linux distribution that people would actually save, and they won it by a long shot, is Debian, followed by Ubuntu, Mint,
Huh.
Arch, Fedora, OpenSUSE, Red Hat, Slackware, Gentoo, Puppy Linux, CentOS, Knoppix, and the list goes on and on and on. But the thing is, yeah, really, really huge margin.
Debian's number one on that list?
Yeah, Debian was
Huh.
number one on the list. There
Okay.
were 352 votes that were cast,
Huh.
and Debian got more than 250 of them, where Ubuntu got a little over 150 of those votes.
Okay. That
Mint
surprises
got
me a little bit, yeah.
slightly under 150 of those votes, and then by maybe one or two votes, Arch Linux followed Mint, and then they just go down the scale for all the other ones. But yeah, that was surprising to see that a lot of people felt that Debian was the
Hmm.
distribution that they would want to hold on to and save. But it makes good sense because I mean, especially if you're using the stable version of Debian,
Right.
you know, it's of good value to people, especially now that they've got a new release out that's a little bit more modern. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what that list, that voting list tells me is that stability, being stable versus horse stable is king, isn't it? That's all I've got to say on
We
that.
go with the horse stable again, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, this is a family show, so well,
Good thing I
speaking.
brought a roll of toilet paper to wipe Toss today's mouth with.
Oh boy, Mr. Vaselin's here. Well, since we're on a nonsense roll here, Spatry, do you watch baseball?
No.
Okay. Well,
Do you know what my favorite sport is?
no, I really don't.
It's pinball.
Oh, is that a sport?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
well, it's played with a ball. It's a sport.
Duh. Okay, fine. Yes, I'm not aware of the National Pinball League. I'm sorry, Spatry, but the reason why I mentioned because I watch baseball. And I was born in Brooklyn, so I somewhat follow the Yankees, you know. But I caught something on the news a couple of days ago, just random stuff. Apparently, some pitchers might be cheating, and it's a version of the spitball, but they're using apparently sunscreen lotion. Like
Hmm.
instead of, and I'm like, I guess they do that to get a better grip on the ball, but I'm like, where do they hide the bottle of suntan lotion? Because, it's in a big crowd, there's cameras everywhere. Do they preload their fingers with the suntan lotion before they go out on the field? But I guess they do that to get a better grip on the ball using in conjunction with the rosin, bag, whatever. But that somewhat surprised me a bit. So the
Well,
next time, yeah,
I'm somewhat knowledgeable in this.
ah,
Okay, what now? I've heard of it being done a different way, where they would actually coat the underside of their ball, the bill of their ball cap
yeah,
with Vaseline.
ah,
They'd rub their thumb to get some Vaseline on it and rub their fingers together, and then
ah,
I've heard that happening.
okay.
So yeah, so it stands to reason that yeah, they could probably be coating the underside of the bill, their ball cap,
Hmm.
with
Various
suntan lotion.
various substances. Right, right. Um, okay, I think that's enough on that topic there. But
Android dominated smart devices in quarter one, says Canales. Now, apparently, this is a firm that does demographics and
I
that
thought
sort
you
of.
said cannolis. I was starting to get hungry here.
Yeah, it's spelled Canalys. So I guess
Ah,
it's a market research firm, that sort of thing. Android dominated the global market in the first quarter, according to a new report, and that market, which combines smartphones, tablets, and notebooks, hit 308.7 million units in the first quarter, which represented year-on-year growth of
hmm,
37.4%, according to Canales, which released the report on Thursday.
hmm.
By operating system market share, Android was on top with 59.5% of all mobile devices shipped. Apple was second with a 19.3% share,
Hmm.
while Microsoft had an 18.1% share.
Okay. Hmm.
Global tablet shipments grew 106.1% year on year to 41.9 million units. And of the three categories, the tablet market continues to grow the fastest, according to this report.
Well, I believe there is a market for just about anything out there that is built right, that is priced right, combination built right, priced right. It'll sell. Look at the Google Nexus 7 tablet, right?
Now, Apple still does have a lead in tablets with
Mm,
a 46.4% share.
sure.
It lost share to Android for the third consecutive quarter.
Mm,
The market researcher also stated in this report.
okay. Um, I don't, tablets I think will continue to sell if they are priced right. Isn't Google coming out with or have a larger Nexus 7 tablet, if I'm not mistaken, or not? I can't
Um,
remember.
I I think they have one that's comparable in size, if I'm not mistaken. I really haven't had a chance to look into it. The thing, I haven't even had interest in looking at a tablet because,
Really? Okay.
obviously, I just bought a new laptop computer. I'm still a
And that's all you
desktop
need.
computer kind of guy.
Okay.
And the thing is, now I have my Galaxy S2 phone, which has the power of a tablet in my hand,
Okay.
and now I can remotely access my computer with my cell phone, and so it's like having my computer in my hand. What do I need a tablet for?
So you can get all your streaming, all your contact on your laptop or on your phone.
Yeah, I've got all that. I mean, I can access my computer on my phone. I've got all the streaming and everything. And by comparison, because I did have a tablet earlier this year that I ended up giving away to somebody, because my cell phone is faster than the tablet that
Hmm.
my first started.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
definitely.
speaking of streaming, Microsoft, there is a rumor that Microsoft may be making a new streaming set-top box, something comparable to like Roku and Apple
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
I suppose that's okay, but don't I already have something like that in my Xbox 360? I mean, shouldn't they be fixing Windows 8
Mhm.
first? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would think so. And the thing is, now, the thing is, the Roku and there was another one too. I can't remember the name of it. I saw it when I was out walking around in the department stores. There was another one,
Yeah,
and I think these are all Linux powered, and I think they just want to get in the game and try and
right.
push their Windows product onto people. And the fact of the matter is, when people are given a choice between this or that, they're going to get what works.
Yes, sure. I totally agree. I mean, like as far as streaming, there are lots of choices out there. I stream some movies on my Xbox. I believe it's an app called Crackle. Sometimes I can catch
Yes.
a freebie on there. Most of the movies are so and so. Some are actually good, but that's what I use. So my Xbox 360, the slim version, Microsoft got that one right. It is reliable, but really that is my streaming setup box. I don't know if Microsoft needs to build, an exclusive setup box, but I think they should probably, stick with Windows 8 and make it better, make it more user friendly, continue
Mm.
to build on the Windows 8 phone and make it better if there is a market for that, then maybe go from there. But I mean, like as far as a setup box, I think Microsoft, you're probably going the wrong way, but I could be wrong. I have one last thing, Spatch. I know you like to bash Microsoft, so here's one. Here's a business item.
Okay.
Boston, the not the band, but the city. Boston drops Microsoft for Gmail. Uh, it says here the mayor who doesn't do email is now on Gmail, and it goes to talk about the city employees. It says Boston has dropped its email system Microsoft exchange for a Google Apps, and there's some other stuff here, but I use Gmail. It works fine. Of course, I use Microsoft's, email, client too, and that works okay. But I'm not really sure why Boston would favor one or the other. It says something here. The city estimated it cost about 100 a year per employee to use its current roster of Microsoft products. So are we talking about licensing stuff here? I'm not really sure, but
Very well could be. And the thing is, Google doesn't cost anything that I'm aware of. Maybe there might be a fee, for storage and that sort of thing.
Yes, that's possible. Yeah, but
Yeah.
anyway, that's the way they're
Never had
going.
a chance to, I never even thought of doing a price comparison on that. Then again, I really have no need to, have that much storage in the cloud. So,
Yeah.
not that important to me. All right. Well, you asked me yesterday if I knew what the release for the next Ubuntu is. Do you know what the next release for Android is going to be?
Let's see. Where are we now? 4.1, 4.2.
I believe so. Yeah.
The next.
Right
Yeah.
now they're running Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean. Okay. So the next one, which I think will probably be out this summer. What would it be called? Crunchy cannolis. I have no idea.
Key Lime Pie.
Oh, that's right.
Now,
I knew that. Why did I say that? Okay, fine.
just
Yeah.
like Ubuntu names its distributions after animals, Android names theirs after sweeties. Google should unveil a new version of its mobile OS next week, and they, according to this article, with Google's I/O Developer Conference just a week away, all eyes are on the company's plans for the next version of Android. For much of the last year, we expected to see Android 5 Key Lime Pie, but all leaked slides from the January Qualcomm presentation showed a mid-year debut for this next build, but they were immediately pulled from the website. But now recent rumors suggest we might actually see the debut of 4.3 Jelly Bean instead of Android 5.
Hmm.
Details found in various server logs show that this build has been making the rounds, with the J standing for Jelly Bean. That means
Yeah.
Android 5 could still be a few months off. Word around the campfire is that hardware partners are still struggling to
Yeah.
keep pace with various Android releases.
Sure. So my next phone will be the Samsung Galaxy S3 when I qualify for the upgrade, I believe in August. But yeah, I love Android. I probably will not switch to anything else anytime soon. So whether I get the current Jelly Bean or Key Lime Pie, to me it's not that big of a deal. Like as long as it works and it's stable, that's all that I need really. So that's all I have, Spatry. Do you have anything else?
Woman accused of using ambulances for free rides.
Why?
The Dorchester County Sheriff's Office says 51-year-old Audrey Ferguson of the Dorchester community has called the EMS at least 100 times in the last 7 years. Investigators say Ferguson was faking illness just to get a free ride to downtown Charleston. Officials say that just about every time she asks to be taken to the hospital, she'll have a vague medical complaint. For instance, abdominal pain, said Dorchester County EMS Director Doug Warren. She has medical complaints that are legitimate, so until she's been evaluated and determined not to be sick, we have to assume she is. Soon medics saw a disturbing pattern and got suspicious.
Well, pretty soon she's going to be having a lawyer fee paying pretty soon, and that's all I'm going to say on that one. So.
Yeah, and Ferguson apparently never even went into the hospital to get treated. Instead, she told hospital officials she was okay and left. So, yeah. Not quite as bad as the person that, quit smoking by cold cocking a police officer in the face, but...
But maybe those two girls can get together and write a movie together. There you go. Kind of like Thelma and Louise, but, yeah, but... folks, that's all I have. So there's your little bonus news and nonsense report. Yes.
Bonus news and nonsense report. I'm out of here, Toss, today.
Adios. Bye.